Landlords, did you know that there are over 170 pieces of legislation that you have to adhere to right now? 1988, the private rented sector changed. The Housing Act was born. What did this mean? This gave greater opportunities to landlords and actually made the private rented sector boom. It gave landlords powers to get back possession of their property where previously, prior to 1988, this was not possible. The AST was born, the Assured Shorthold Tenancy, which we all know and use today. Grounds for possession was introduced. 17 grounds for gaining possession of your property became available to the private rented sector. No longer did you as a landlord have to wait for possession of your property following 2 successions to family members. The world as we knew it had changed. For the first time, there was easier access to evict tenants that were not paying their rent. And also the Section 21 notice was introduced, a non-default notice where landlords could serve notice on their tenants, giving them a fixed period of notice before they needed to give up possession of the property. Gas safety legislation, deposit registration legislation, Smoke and Carbon Monoxide Detector Act, Accommodations Agencies Act, Consumer Protection Act 1987. The list is endless. As I said, over 170 pieces of legislation that you need to be aware of to make sure you are compliant and keeping yourself protected at all times and your tenants safe. The Landlord and Tenant Act 1985, in particular Section 11, landlords repairing obligations, HHSRS, 29 hazards that you need to be aware of and assess. Is your property safe and fit for human habitation? Homes for Fitness and Habitation 2020, another piece of legislation surrounding the safety and the condition of your property. Housing Act 2004 that brought rules into play about how we as landlords handle our tenants' deposits. Also, HMOs, houses in multiple occupancy, became a thing, and there is a whole piece of legislation that you need to adhere to if you are a HMO landlord. The Immigration Act of 2016, landlords, you now have to check the right to rent of every single occupier living in your property as of the 1st of February 2016. You must be able to prove that you've carried out these checks and that your tenants and occupiers residing in the property have the right to rent in the UK. Section 47 and 48 of the Landlord and Tenant Act 1985 that states you as the landlord have to provide to your tenants your address, not only for service of notice but for every single demand for payment, including your tenancy agreement. Minimum energy efficiency standards, shortened to MEES. Did you know that as a landlord, all of your properties that are rented currently in the UK should be at an E rating or above in order to be let compliantly? Deregulation Act of 2015 that brought many changes, particularly surrounding serving of Section 21 notices. It introduced retaliatory eviction. If you have not carried out works within your property and you have received an improvement notice from the council, did you know that you are restricted for the next 6 months? You cannot serve a Section 21 notice on your tenant. Landlords, as you can see, the list is endless. However, if you found this and the content within this video informative, then please do follow us at our quarterly webinars where we discuss each one of these things in more detail, giving you guidance on what it is that you need to know to keep you safe. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.